Welcome to Q Talk. My name is Marvelous Achaf. And today on Q Talk, we'll be discussing the trending topic. It has been trending since last 2 weeks, and we decided to talk about it, which is pedophilia, child sexual assault, and child sexual abuse. And from the recent net website, which was closed down, that had over 400,000 subscribers in Germany alone, from even the case of Baba Ijesha to the man in Ogun State who defied 3 young underage girls, to even NGO workers and many other people who have been defiling children in these coming weeks. We've decided to talk about it today and to just give our opinions and share facts and just opinions with you guys. So today I have Barrister Munnir Issa. Thank you for coming on the show. Who is a lawyer?
Thank you. Thank you for having me, and it's a pleasure.
So, Barrister, first of all, I would like to talk about what does the law actually say? As a lawyer, just give us a breakdown of what the law says about having sex with 2 questions for me, basically. What age is underage? And what does the law say about if you decide to have sex with someone below that age? What can the law do to you? Or what is the offense? What's the punishment?
It's a pleasure to be here. A person is a child when it's between the age of 0 to 18. That's what the law considered as a child. Once you are 18, you are no longer a child. Any person, any mature, sane person who has sex with a child has committed an offense and need to be punished by the law if found guilty of the offense.
Okay, Barrister, first of all, I think I love the word that used the word offense. So I would like to give my opinion. We're supposed to have a psychologist, but we didn't. The person couldn't show up because the person was having some, but I would want to say something. I feel like, first of all, pedophilia and child sexual assault are 2 different things. I feel people will attack me for what I'm trying to say, but I feel like that is my own opinion. Because pedophilia, what a pedophile is someone who like an attraction towards younger people from the age of that same 0 to 18. It is very wrong. It is abnormal. It is what's the word? It is something that is bad. But I'm not a fan of stigmatizing those people, because if we're stigmatizing them, they would not want to be willing to come out and say these things these urges that they are getting. Because whether we like it or not, these urges are there. People are having these urges, and what people are just trying to do is just stigmatize them, and people are hiding it because they feel like, oh, when I say this urge I'm feeling, people will say you are demonic, you are satanic, you are a bad person. How can you do this? How can you do that? Rather than people telling the person to seek for help. So that person has to swallow the thoughts, but still the thoughts don't go away until one day they finally act on it. And when they act on it, that is when it now becomes sexual assault, when the thing has been done. So I feel like if the person is still at the stage of pedophile, if a crime has not been committed, there should be like a kind of way, or there should be like an helpline or a helpline for people that are having those kind of urges to talk to a psychologist or to get help and just get something to help them. Then when you have committed the crime, which is the sexual assault, you should face punishment for it. But when it has not been, but I don't know, people will still come and attack me and say, oh, but Barrister, what do you feel about this? Do you feel I'm wrong or do you feel I'm right?
Oh. Yes, a pedophile is someone that has urge for children. For people who are straight and LGBT, you might find it very abnormal to have feelings for a child. Because me, I can't see myself having sexual intercourse with a child. Even if when a child is naked, I feel very bad. If I put the word to say, please go and dress up and all that, it's abnormal, but it's very real. So it depends on how people can control themselves. you know. And with this technology, you know, advancement, where even on the net you can seek for help. I think even if the society stigmatizes against people having children, I feel there are so many avenues that you can actually seek for help. So for advice and help, you know, because there are some sites where you can actually visit a psychologist as well, you know. But I feel people need to be enlightened more, you know, of coming out and say, this is what I'm going through, this is what I've been concealing, you know. But the fact that people feel it's a taboo, and it's very wrong for even you to even voice out that this is what I'm going through. Because in my own place here, especially from the part of the north, you can't even say this is what I'm going through. They will feel, you are cursed, or somebody from your village is behind it. So I feel there needs to be a lot of sensitization and a lot of, you know, just more of sensitization, enlightenment, you know, educating people of when you have feelings for children, what you should do and how you should seek for help, you know. But going to have sex with a child, it's very wrong. Even if you have such feeling, I feel it's very wrong, and someone needs to.
So I would like to talk about child pornography. It's something that I think I sent you a video, about 2 videos of the ones I saw, just for you to have a picture of what is actually going on and how bad it has become. The one I would like to use, for example, is the one that was discovered recently, which is a Boys Town. It was called Boys Town. It's a darknet web child pornography, and it had 400,000 subscribers from just Germany, one country alone, and 100,000 from different other countries. I think it even ran into millions. And the police discovered that it has been running from 2019 to 2021. It was being run by even old men. I think they were 51, 64, and the other one was 40 something. I can't really remember. But people were watching it, both old and young, all tuning in just to see children pornography. And it has become a very, very terrible thing, because first of all, I look at it that there are no buyers, there are no sellers. So it actually shows that people are actually into this child pornography. They are actually buying into it. They are actually watching it. They enjoy it. One thing I would like to ask, I'm curious about, is there a law that persecutes people if you patronize this, or if you watch child pornography, or if you are a fan of children pornography? Like if you record it, I know it's hard to persecute people who actually watch it, because there's no what's the word? I don't think there's any law that persecutes what you watch. But for those that are making it, is there a law in place that can actually get you jailed for making children pornography?
Sure. You know, we are in a global world, and there are so many things you can do on the internet. There's so many things you can stay in your bedroom, you know, and do whatever you want to do, you know. And when such videos have been recorded, you know, it's not as if it's been publicized, you know. So it's something they do in private and release it on the net.
Is there a law to persecute them?
Of course, there are laws to prosecute them. There is law to prosecute them, because we have child. What is it called? We have child, like Nigeria. We have several. We have a child right law, and we have a child right acts, and various states have actually also enacted their child right law. It prohibits child pornography. Hello, sorry, I had a phone call.
Okay,
hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go on.
So you, what was I saying? So people, I feel we need that's what they call cyber crime. This cyber crime, you know. I feel those I don't know how it works, but the internet should be well monitored, you know, and if a video is being released from a particular country, and I feel that person, if seen in the video or the child is being seen, I think a discreet investigation should be done, you know, to get those people who are behind making these videos and bring them to face the wrath of the law.
So the one thing I also want to talk about is there's a particular project I heard about, which is called, it was introduced by a professor of, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, so it was a particular project. It was introduced by a professor, a psychology professor, Hamed Kentler, and it was called the Kentler Project. And this project was it was about merging, it was in Berlin, and it was merging young boys with pedophile men. He was believing like because they were pedophiles, they would be able to take care of the boys very well, they'd be able to treat them right. And this project ran for like 30 years. The authorities kept silent about it. Many institutions kept silent about it. And they kept on warning. And then this man was saying that because some people actually bought it, and it was a good idea because they felt like, oh, they would take care of, because pedophile men, they tend to love children. Yes, the people feel like it's an, because he was saying that, oh, people think it's an assault, but actually it's an affair. And I felt like, is this real or is this normal? But people had their, some people went against it, some people supported it. So I would like to ask for your own opinion now. Do you feel like pedophile men are the ones that can actually take care of children the most, or they can actually love children the most because they are pedophiles? They feel attracted to children, so they are the best people who can love children the most.
It's actually very wrong, and we're actually in a world that so many things happen, you know, and I feel it's very wrong to even think that pedophiles are in the right way to help children. There are so many ways to help children. You know, you don't need to have sex with children before you can get them off the streets. You know, there are a lot of things that the government need to do, not by allowing grown-ups to have sex with children. It's very wrong. It's immoral, and that should be disregarded and discontinued with. And anybody that is found of any pedophile found into this act should be arrested and prosecuted immediately. It is very wrong. It is child abuse, and it should be discouraged with totality.
So people have also shared this opinion, like, oh, the person looks older than his age, or two their opinions from some people say the person looks older than his age. I didn't know that he was 15 or 14, that he was looking old and I was looking like he was 20. And some people have also said that, oh, I'm not the first person that got there. When I met the place was open. Like the video I sent to you about the 16-year-old that was a porn star. And a lot of people told me, when a lot of people that saw that video or that seen the video, I even saw the comments when it was posted. So people said, oh, this child, yeah, I showed that this person has been receiving dick for a long time. This person is a professional, is a pro. It's even the case of Baba Jesha too, and that girl. So people said that girl that she's looking like 23 years, that her breast is already like watermelon. Or so different things that people already, that they would say, this person looks bigger than his age. So it's not an assault. Is this true? Or is ignorance an excuse? Like, oh, I don't know. Or if the person lied about, what if the child lied about is because some people lie about their age. They're actually 16 or 15, but because they like you, they'll say, oh, I'm 20.
Once you see a child, you know it's a child. And it's just that the law just said 18. But I feel a child of even 20 years or 21 shouldn't be should be doing that kind of act, you know. And we are in a country, in a society, you know, where you can easily get yourself to watch some of those things, you know. A child can just get his phone and go into one secret place and start watching what he's not supposed to watch. Children are tend to expose to all this content. And that's why even before getting age of maturity, you would see a child becoming very wild, very wild. Even an adult. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Even an adult cannot even do some of these things these children can do. Because this video you sent to me, I said, wow, look at a boy of 16 years with so much experience, and so many sex positions. I said, God, I was like, wow, this world is going crazy. I'm telling you, it's going crazy. So, and it is this internet that you can easily have access to that is actually rotting the society, and I feel like there should be a control in how every country should have a control of how people can get access to this content site, because it's something that you can watch at your comfort zone, So the internet is contributing. In fact, some of these sexual assault you see is as a result of watching all these pornography videos, because once you watch them, you get very aroused, and the next thing is to look for who to enjoy it with so that you relieve yourself from that stress, So I feel the internet is really, really decaying our society.
Like what I said, that the internet has placed power in everyone's hand, but not
than good.
Yeah, it has placed even power in everyone's hand.
Because even we that are mature, let me be open up to you. Even we that are matured, even we that we feel we are matured, we are of age. Some of us just sit in our comfort zone. You enter this site, watch whatever you want to watch, and so the internet is really, really very crazy. And at your fingertip, you can watch about 100 phones, and that's why rape is so rampant in the society. Everybody don't have control of like in my own place. Like I told you, I work with Nigeria's child rights agency. There was a time that every week we receive more than 5 rape cases. More than 5 rape cases. And again, we have people selling all these traditional herbal medicine now. That we will just see them on the road. You will see pictures of dick on some of this herbal medicine, and you see people buying it. When you buy it and you take it, you become very charged. And the next thing is you will just be looking for who am I going to get? I would like to share a story with you. There was a man that married a woman. She was a divorcee and she had a child. The child was 5 years old, and in fact, when he was bringing her when he married her, he brought the child too. The woman brought her child too to the house of the man. So the man was having sex with the wife. So he was doing to the extent that the wife could not stand it again. So she stood up from the bed and she ran out of the room. The man followed her, but she was able to escape. The next thing, he grabbed the little child who was just 5 years old and said he has to release. So immediately he bounced on this child, forcefully penetrated her, and that was how, his fault. I'm telling you, the stomach of the child was even swollen. He destroyed the girl's private parts. It's a case which I have seen, and the day I saw the child, she was so helpless and all that. And could you imagine, lawyers came and were even trying to look for bail of this man. But I think up to this moment, he's in the prison. So, some of these are some of why all these things are very rampant now, even selling of this herbal medicine to get you charged. And when you get you charged, you are confused until when you release, then you get yourself.
But I would like to ask, doesn't religion play a role? Because I've seen people that are Muslims. I still had a conversation with a Muslim person, a Muslim guy that said that once you have reached the age of 13, that 13 is already an adult. That sometimes once you have seen your menstruation, even if you are 12 or you are 11, you are an adult. Over there in the north, they are having little kids, and they will feel like there's nothing wrong with it. They're not little kids. And once you are 13, you're already old. Because I even know a former governor who married a 13-year-old, an Egyptian, this former governor of Zamfara State. That was Yari, who became a senator. Married a 13-year-old from Egypt. And so there's nothing wrong with it. That Islam permits him to marry a child.
Well, I wouldn't want us to go to that extent, It is a religion. They will tell you that is what the religion says. That once you have attained the age of maturity, maybe when a lady starts seeing her menstrual period, she's
already a woman, even if she's 10 years.
She's old enough to be married. But yes, that is what Islam says. But these men that married these girls, not as if when they married them, they have sexual intercourse. There are so many considerations. There are so many things that are being considered, and this was in ancient times, not this period, this recent time that we are. So the religion aspect of it, I wouldn't want to go to it, but the way we Muslims in the present world do, I feel we're misinterpreting what is being said by the prophets, what is being said by the Quran. It is not exactly what we are doing. But if you understand the religion very well, because some of these people that are doing it, they are not actually knowledgeable in the religion. They do it out of ignorance. They do it out of ignorance. And sometimes when they said, even if you are marrying her, you don't just start having sex with her. You nurture her and make sure that she's fully matured and she's able to, you take care of her and she's able to conceive a child. I feel a lady, once she's 15, she's able to carry a pregnancy. Since if the husband is even is buoyant and can take care of her, because some of these people that get married to all these small girls, some of them don't even have the resources to take care of those children. That's why when they give birth, they start having complications and all that. And sometimes these early marriages help to save the society from all these unwanted pregnancy, prostitution, and so on and so forth. There's a reason why Islam
you support early marriages.
That is
Do you support early marriages?
I don't support early marriage. I don't support early marriage.
But he said he says that from unwanted pregnancy.
But
he said he says that from unwanted pregnancy.
Especially the way the society is going through. You see a child of 13 years now, very wild. She knows what is sex. So what are you keeping that one to go?
But shouldn't
you have a man that is ready to take care of her, you can
start persecuting them?
Huh?
Shouldn't we draw like a line to start persecuting them?
Persecuting who?
Because that's what we should have for. Persecuting those people that are making those children wild. The people making the children wild.
Who are the ones making? This one that we are saying about it's early marriage and so, people use religion. People use religion and Islam allowed it. So you can't persecute someone for marrying a child at a very early age.
Well, you can persecute. The law of Nigeria should override any cultural law, any religious law, whether Islam, Christianity.
No. Because if you say, yes, we have the constitution.
The constitution, yes, should override any religious law.
That is why when you come to the northern part of the country, we have the Sharia law, and we feel our own law, our own spiritual law, override even the constitution of the Federal Republic. So this is another topic. This is a topic for another day.
It's another topic for that day. That's why I'm saying, okay, no problem. Just invite this home now because we've almost run out of time. Just inviting this home now. Solutions legally. Let me just try and share something before we run off. There's a particular doctor who is called Dr. Fred Berlin, and there's something he said. He said people don't choose what arouses them. They discover it. That no one goes up wanting to be a pedophile. You just discover that, oh, I have all this for children, and that's how it just comes. And if care is not taken, if you don't look for help on time, you begin to act on those urges. And that's when it becomes child sexual assault. And then you start. And then, one thing I always say it on the show, I always say it on this show, I say it even outside the show, that anybody who indulges in child sexual assault, who defiles child from age of 0 to 18, the person should be arrested and cool himself all in jail because that person is an animal. But if you are still in the stage of pedophile, still thinking about it, you should seek for help. And there are many ways to seek for help. You can visit a psychologist. There's what is called psychotherapy. There's also what is called, there's a kind of treatment they give now, whereby it reduces your testosterone, and it's like a kind of drug. It reduces your sex drive. So that sex drive doesn't come. You don't have the sexual urges every time for you to want to have a hair, have those, this thing, charge every time, like what you said, to be charging every time. There are many ways that people can seek for help. Yes, it is hard, but it's not impossible, because anything that has to do with sex is very, very hard to change the mindset. It is hard, but not impossible. But speaking to you now, what do you feel are solutions that we can do to bring this thing to an end? Child pornography is on the rise. It has almost become a national embarrassment. Child sexual assault is something that is escalated. Like what you said, religion has crept into it. It's now almost like a national emergency. What do you feel are solutions that we can give quickly to put an end to this?
There's a solution. Like if somebody is caught in indulging in having sex with a child, that person should be arrested and should be prosecuted immediately. No waste of time. No waste of time. And I feel there should be a lot of punishment that should be included, like castration. Even castration, cutting the genital of the person that indulge in this kind of act. Making it a reality and making it public, so that people who want to indulge in this kind of act would know of us, somebody that was punished, and will be scared of actually but some of this, can you hear me? Hello? Yeah. You can hear me?
I can.
Yeah, so yeah, some of these people are being charged to court. Some of these people are being caught, and sometimes if they are being caught, some of them are being released into the society again, and they indulge in this kind of act. But I feel if a pedophile is being arrested, he should be prosecuted, and a stringent punishment should be given. And also, people's sex education should be included in all our schools. More enlightenment workshops to be done on this kind of thing. And, people should be sensitized. And also our parents should take care of our children. We should watch their movements, because some parents don't even bother about taking care of their children. Once they're out of their houses, they don't care where the child is, where the child is going to. Our parents, we need to monitor our children. We need, even our own homes too. Our mothers should also watch their husband, because some of our men sleep with their children. You have heard of some of our men sleeping with their children. So you shouldn't allow any person to even take your child and be playing with, even your neighbor. You shouldn't trust anybody with your child. So I feel it should even begin from the home. Monitor them, especially the girls. Monitor the movement of your children. It's another way of curtailing this. And also children having access to technology and all that. So I feel it's from home. Sex education, more enlightenment, and make sure people are being punished, castration, and so on.
Okay. So just for me, my own final thoughts will be on one thing I would want to tell people is that it's a sex education for me. Parents, if you are a parent, if you have a younger one and you are watching, or you have a younger cousin or you have somebody that is young under you, please and please watch over them, teach them sex education. If you do not teach them sex education, if you are trying to avoid it, beating about the bush, they will learn it from somewhere else, either the internet or the neighbor or their uncle or their friends, or they will learn it from somewhere. So it's better you educate them. There's no time that is too young to give people sex education. I was watching a video where they were saying that if you touch my students were in assembly now. I don't know if you saw that video, but it was like, if you touch my private part, I will tell. If you touch my part, they were not singing at the assembly. If you touch my private part, I will tell, something like that. Like they will tell their mommy. I will tell to my mommy. I will tell, and that is how it should be. People should be, or children rather, should be told that this is wrong and this is right, especially with sex education. We live in a generation that they say, we are woke. But unfortunately, generation these days, I don't know, it comes with so many good things, so many bad things. But make the bad no plenty past the good. So I always tell people that please enlighten these children. And finally, if you are watching and you are a pedophile, or you have gone to the stage of being a sexual offender, a child sexual offender, or committing child sexual assault, your doomsday is coming very soon. Because very soon the law will catch up with you and you will spend time in jail. Just know that very soon, if you don't stop, your doomsday is coming very soon. If you don't stop and seek for help, the doomsday is coming very soon, because we're now living in a social media generation and it's just a matter of time before you are fished out. And that's our offering for this episode of Q Talk. It has been a very, very interesting conversation with you, Barrister Munnir Issa. Thank you for coming on the show.
Okay, it's a pleasure. One thing I just want to final note I want to say is parents should take good care of their children. They should monitor that's the basic, monitor their movement, you monitor their movement and monitor who they associate with, and it will go a long way in curbing this menace. And it's a pleasure having me, and I hope I was able to share my little knowledge with you guys.
Yeah, you were able to. Thank you very much. This was very insightful, very interesting conversation. So thank you guys for watching. My name remains Achaf Marvelous. Till next week, see you all later. Peace out, and don't forget to subscribe, please. If you are watching and you have not subscribed, that's a bad thing. Please hit the subscribe button. See you till next week. Peace out.